Shalom, family. Yashar'al's Family Reunion. This is an invitation to Yashar'al's Family Reunion. You know, when they crossed that sea and prophetess Miriam grabbed that timbrel, it was a time of celebration. It was a time of laughter. It was a time of singing and dancing, and this is what they did. And once again, we will cross that sea. We will have an opportunity to come back together, all of us, and it will be Yashar'al's Family Reunion. Now, those that's invited are those that keep the commandments. If you keep the commandment, you are invited to this family reunion, a family reunion like no other. And we know many people will not attend this family reunion, but anytime we have our family reunions, there are people that do not come to the family reunion, but the reunion goes on anyway. This family reunion will happen with or without you. This is just how it will go down. And again, it's going to be a time of celebration. All right, let me show you this. Family. It says, like branches on a tree, we all grow in different directions. We understand the Most High scattered us. He scattered us in the four corners of the earth. We were scattered. This is an understatement here, saying we grow in different directions. He scattered us in different directions throughout all the earth. But yet, our roots remain as one. Remember the message, Yashar'al, one again. This is something we all have in common. But the best thing, not only that we're from the same root, the best thing to have in common is that we keep His word. We shema His word. We listen. We do. We keep the covenant. We keep this everlasting covenant that He made with our fathers. We make sure we keep and we do them. Now let's go into this. Psalms 133:1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Unity is oneness. We will come back together for this family reunion, for this oneness, and it will be a time like no other. And the Most High always, He loves to outdo Himself. How it was before, it will be better. So it will be a wonderful experience to finally once together all the tribes, not just the southern kingdom, not just the northern kingdom, but all the tribes together as one, together in unity. Nothing better, there's nothing we should want more than for us to dwell together in unity, keeping, understanding, and keeping His word, keeping covenant with Him, keeping His commandments. Psalms 103:17-18. But the mercy of Yahuwah is from everlasting to everlasting. It's from everlasting to everlasting on those who fear Him. You must fear Him. You have to. If not, you'll do whatever you want. And when He commands you to do something, you'll say, I'm not doing that. That means you don't fear Him. And His righteousness to children's children. Here are the family, to the righteousness to children's children. This means when you continue to multiply, to have more children, this is what it means. To such as keep His covenant. Here we go. This reunion, this family reunion is for those that keep His covenant. And anytime there's a family reunion, we bring friends. This is where Gooey come in at. See, if Gooey keep the covenant, Gooey keeps the commandments, Gooey follow Yashar'al, then Gooey is invited also to this family reunion. and to those who remember his commandments to do them. This is for those, this family reunion is for those that remember his commandments to do them. You see, we must do his commandments. And when we do this, we are doing righteousness. Someone asked me once before, and I don't think I'll ever forget that question. What do you mean doing righteousness? We were never taught this. When we do his word, everything he commands us to do, we are doing righteousness. Isaiah 66:8. Who has heard such a thing? Who has seen such things? Who have heard of these things? Who have heard of people being split up, scattered all in the earth, not even knowing they are family from the same roots, from the same tree? Who? And they all come back together, not really knowing each other? Who has heard such thing? And who has ever seen such thing? This has never ever happened before. So you can understand the specialty of this family reunion. This is a family reunion like no other. Shall the earth be made to give birth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? This is a nation being born at once. Now, once again, we understand that this family reunion, Yashar'al's family reunion, it must take place within his borders. He said he would only protect those within his land and within his borders. And this is his word. For as soon as Sion was in labor, she gave birth to her children. So Sion is in labor, and she will give birth. I told you, within his borders is the birth canal. She's going to give birth to her children at once. And when this happens, this will no doubt putting Yashar'al back together. Yashar'al one again. Yashar'al family reunion. Uniting Yashar'al. Each son of Yaakov. Uniting them back together. Ezekiel 38:8. After many days you will be visited. We went over these. We know this. We know the purpose of his visitation. We know many people don't understand, but if you've been following this channel, all the scriptures that come from here, you know when captivity is up. We have proof in the scripture when captivity is up, when he visit his people. Stay in captivity until I visit you. And here it is. After many days you will be visited. And he visited us. In all these lands, he visited us. We don't wait to 2019 for our captivity be up. It's not a date. There isn't a date to be found, but yet our people are waiting for a particular date. And that is not scripture. In the latter years, you will come into the land. See, I have to keep bringing these scriptures out because we don't understand this. In the latter years, you will come. You will come into the land of those brought back from the sword. We were being killed, in other words. We were being slaughtered. Remember, we're sheep. We're sheep prepared for the slaughter. And it's a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I made a statement. One false move and you're dead. And someone asked me a question. What do you mean one false move and we dead? We are in these lands of captivity. They have their foot on our necks. They have the power to kill us at will and no one goes to jail. If you don't listen to the Most High, it can cost you your life. So yes, one false move. You don't listen to something he said and you're dead. This is gathered back from the sword and gathered from many people on the mountains of Yashar'al. When this gathering happened, this is no doubt it's time for Yashar'al's family reunion, which had been long desolate. They were brought back out of the nations, and now all of them dwell safely. This this Yashar'al Family Reunion, the people will be dwelling in safety. Ezekiel 20:33 through 36. We know these scriptures. As I live, says Yahuwah, surely with a mighty hand and outstretched arm, and with fury poured out, I will rule over you. I will bring you out from the people and gather you out of the countries where you were scattered with a mighty hand and outstretched arm, and with fury poured out. The Most High means business, and He do this, we understand, by His word. He does everything by His word. He speak a word and the people move. He speak a word and things happen. He speak a word and animals move. This is how He work, and we don't understand. We thinking He just we do nothing and He's going to do it and we don't have to do anything. He says, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people. We know this reunion will happen in the wilderness. But watch, we're going to find out. And there I will plead my case with you face to face, just as I pleaded my case with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt. Many of our people want to skip the wilderness of the land of Egypt, and they want to go directly into the land. Some of them in the land of what we know it as Israel today, and some of them in Jordan, and not understanding. I mentioned this before. Jordan is the land of Yashar'al. Read the scriptures. I done brought it out. Read the scriptures. Jordan is the land of Yashar'al. They moved His borders and enlarged their borders and made His borders smaller. But go back and read. The land of Yashar'al is on the other side of Jordan also. This is according to scripture. He says, so I plead my case with you, says Yahuwah. Ezekiel 36:8 through 12. But you, O mountains of Yashar'al, you shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people. Here's the land yielding the fruit to His people Yashar'al. For they are about to come. For indeed, I am for you, and I will turn to you, and you shall be tilled and sown. I will multiply men upon you. Here's the multiplication. Here's multiplying of men. All the house of Yashar'al. This will be all the house of Yashar'al. Once again, this has not happened. We've been split up, 2 tribes, northern kingdom, southern kingdom, and then split up in all the earth because we act a fool. And as I told you, the further back you go in scripture, the better off we were. The further you go in scripture, the more we get off. All of it. And the city shall be inhabited, and the ruins rebuilt. And I will multiply upon you man, beast, and they shall increase and bear young. And I will make you inhabited as in former times, and do better for you than at your beginnings. You see, outdoing Himself. Then you shall know that I am Yahuwah. Yes, I will cause men to walk on you, my people, Yashar'al. They shall take possession of you, and you shall be their inheritance. No more shall you bereave them of children. This is Mark 10:9, and yes, I know this was talking about a husband and wife, but make sure you understand, when the Most High put Yashar'al back together again, no one can separate. After this put back, there will be none to separate. Mark 10:9, therefore, what Yahuwah has joined together, let no man separate. Cursed is any man that try to separate this group. Cursed is any man that come against people that's trying to leave these wicked kingdoms, these wicked lands, to come back within the borders. Cursed is anyone that goes against the will of the Father. Everyone that keeps the commandments is invited. If you don't keep His commandments, you are not invited. You will get yourself killed. But everyone that keeps His laws, statutes, and commandments, you are invited. This is an invitation to Yashar'al's family reunion. Shalom. See you in the wilderness.